I'm hungry.
It's the obscure delicacy with the cult-like following. It's the Twinkie Wiener Sandwich, otherwise known as a Twinkie dog. This snack involves a single frankfurter placed within the cross-section of America's favorite sponge cake.
You good folks at home might be familiar with this little delicacy from a movie called UHF, which starred one of my childhood idols, Weird Al Yankovic. It was eaten mostly as a gag, but the Twinkie Wiener Sandwich still hasn't gone away. I still see it all over the place, eaten, by people just for the sheer silliness of the contrast here. A Twinkie with a hot dog within it. A cold hot dog in this case. Seems like it's going to be a little bit of a juxtaposition of tastes here because the Twinkie's kind of dry and oily. Meanwhile, the hot dog is cold and it's just like, I don't know, and juicy. It's very strange. The texture is very greasy. I could not picture a worse thing to put into my body than this. I know what a hot dog smells like and I know what a Twinkie smells like, but let me give this a whiff and to me, the two smells don't mix. This is going to be a disaster. This is like something that I used to eat in my Brother Veep days when I used to, make movies and I used to just get rise out of people, just throw a little bit of everything from the kitchen into a cup and drink it and just guzzle it just for the sheer shock factor of it. Well, this is kind of like what that is. And, well, I guess there's really no beating around the bush. To the weird one, cheers, this one's for you. It's actually not that bad. I didn't really get a whole lot of cream in that though, because typically you start to get the cream of a Twinkie towards the middle of it. So let me take another heaping bite. It's good. There's definitely a contrast of tastes. It's like, might sound like a stupid comparison, but it's like having a hot dog in one hand and a Twinkie in another, and just going both at once. The tastes just don't go together. It's strange just how much they clash, I love the taste of Twinkies, I love the taste of hot dogs, but together, it tastes like nothing. I wonder if it would be any better if I cooked the hot dog. It's worth a shot. Well, this should be a little bit better. I mean, I might be counting my chickens before they're hatched, but now at least the textures and like the fact that they're both warm, I don't have a cold thing on top of a warm thing, it's not as big a contrast, and now I'm thinking this might taste a little bit better. So I'll give it a whirl and I'll see how it tastes. It's interesting and yet needlessly unhealthy. Hard to eat though. Yeah, it's good. The Twinkie kind of disappears into it. You do get a little bit of the sweetness of that, the cream filling, but it's better cooked than it is cold. Definitely. In fact, I could finish this easy. I hate to be a blowhard, but you go back and you watch that movie VHS when he's making the Twinkie Wiener Sandwich. That hot dog pretty much is the length of the Twinkie when he puts it in there. Which leads me to my little conspiracy theory. I mean, you don't have to be Jesse the Body Ventura to know that this conspiracy is out there. The Hostess conspiracy. Why the hell did Hostess go out of business? Everybody ate Hostess. There was, fried Twinkies. Everybody ate those, the cupcakes with the swirl. They were like an American institution. How the heck does a big company like Hostess go out of business? Well, I think they took themselves off the market and just bided their time and waited for people to forget about them and just like, when we come back, they're going to be so overjoyed to see us again, they won't even notice that our cakes are half the size! And that's what they did to us. I mean, just go back and watch that movie. The hot dog, I mean, that's a standard size hot dog. When they put it in there, you know, the hot dog fills the entire Twinkie. With this, the hot dog was like hanging off the ends. It's a conspiracy. And you don't have to be a dummy to see it. But anyway, back to this. If I were to give this a star rating, I would give it 2.5 stars because I was expecting a big challenge out of this. I was expecting it to be either like really unusually good or unusually disgusting. From a guy that, you know, it was popularized by Weird Al Yankovic, you would think that this would be like a very weird thing, but it was actually kind of humdrum. I was expecting more, and it really didn't do anything for me. Maybe people were more easily entertained back in the 90s when UHF came out. But now, I'm sure if Weird Al was going to do this again, like God forbid if he had another movie, please make another movie, Weird Al, you'd have to up the ante here. And if I could do it, he could do it. So yeah, this has been another episode of Limbo Grub, and if you don't mind, I got a hamburger out there I need to tend to. Ta-ta, everybody!